What is going on, everyone? We are back in the garage today, and we are on the SCX 6. And my hopes for today is going to be solving the weak junk factory steering servo issue. And we have us a new brushless 180 kg servo. So I want to go over a few things here before we dig into this. And I want to start with saying that the stock servo on this thing is absolutely trash. I even put a BEC on it and turned it up to 7.4 volts, still just trash. Then again, I do have these Super Swamper tires with these heavy aluminum wheels. So, I mean, some of that's my fault, but it should just be way better than what it is. As for this BEC I've got, it is made by Hey OK RC. It's called a no-brainer BEC. And it comes with 2 power leads on it. And the other 2 leads, one is for the input from your receiver, and the other one goes to the servo. This little screw right here, you can adjust the voltage, turning it up or down. It comes preset at 6 volts. I turned it up to 7.4 to run this servo. Still didn't help anything, but this BEC will allow you to go clear up to whatever you're putting out from your battery. So I run 3 cells, so I'm going to get 11.1 volts out of it. Now, I've seen a lot of these servos, the red ones, that claim to be 80 kg and up to 150 kg. The 80 kg was the one I was going to go with, but it ran at 8.4 volts. So I thought, why not try something else? I saw a video, somebody did one on the 150 kg, and the thing that got me on that was it said right on that 150, 10 to 14 volts. Well, these servos, whenever they say 180 kg or 150, that's rated at the high voltage. So whenever I saw this one for 180 at 12.6 volts, considering this is running 11.1, that's pretty darn close. So I ought to be up in the 150 kg range. Now, for that one, the red one that's claiming 150, whenever you're only putting 11.1 volts to it, more than likely you'd be lucky to be at 100 kg. I would just have to assume. So I think this here might be the way to go, and we're going to find out. All right, so I thought about it, and before we swap this servo out, I wanted to give it a test. I wanted to show you guys a test of what the old one does, but I've got to set my BEC back to the 7.4 volts. So I was going to show you how that works. And all I did was take a blank plug and plug it in here, and simply connect positive to positive, and hopefully we can just lay this here and it'll sit here, and then I will just simply touch negative over here. And if you look down there at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the numbers climbing, and I probably don't have very good connection. We are right at 10.94 volts, and that's an 11.1 volt battery, so I don't even have it turned all the way up. But to simply turn it back down, because we can't run it over 7.4 because we'll burn this stock servo up, we just simply dial the screw out. .35, that'll work. All right, stock servo, 7.4 volts. Just so you know, I'm not cheating this. All I'm doing is bottoming out those shocks. Going to the bottom. It's all the weight I'm putting on it. And that's just pathetic. And I went ahead and turned that back up. We're reading our 10.9 volts. So before you can actually swap this new servo in here, because it is slightly larger, if you can see, is in your stock manual and stuff, they gave you this attachment here that you have to trade out for this one to fit the 1/5 scale servo. So along with that, this steering arm will not fit this. The steering arm that they give you with this has M3 3mm holes in it, and you need an M4 for this. So if you don't have a small tap and die set, or at least taps, you don't need dies. If you don't have small taps to tap this out to a 4mm hole, you're going to have to figure out a way to put a 3mm screw in here and then shim it into the 4mm hole on your steering arm. And then you're going to have a 3mm bolt in there that could possibly shear off, I guess. So now, before I install this servo horn, I'm going to turn everything on and make sure I got this servo centered up here. I hope it's got enough throw to it. This was supposed to be a 180-degree servo. That's not nowhere near 180 degrees. Alright, so on this servo, it wasn't wanting to go very far on travel. I figured out what's going on. And I just went into my settings on my transmitter and bumped it up to 150 over 100. And see, that's 150 that away, that's only 100 that away. So after I got my settings both to 150, now we've got some throw to that servo. And then I'll just have to adjust my trim rate down once I get it where I need it. Alright, I went ahead and tidied all my electronics back up and got everything ready to go here. And move this out just a little bit. I still haven't set up my, made it straight, set up my trim. But, still pretty fast. Here's the test. This is what we needed. I'm going full bump to bump with pressure on this. And I mean, I'm pushing pretty decent here. I've got the tires squatted, if you can see that. This is a servo you need. So this servo right here is the fix for the SCX6. And it's budget friendly, $50, shipped straight from China. All the other ones come from China too. I hate to admit it. But $50 for that brushless servo. The only place I can find it is either AliExpress. All the other places just sell the red ones. This is the black one. It says it's brushless, 180 kg. Steering servo solved. That stock servo wouldn't even go full bump to bump on the empty concrete. This one's moving the whole truck. Well, there you guys have it. There's the official $50 budget-friendly servo fix for the SCX6. I would have to say I would recommend, if you order one of those, get the 270-degree one, because if your radio doesn't have those adjustments, I don't think you're going to be able to get it all out of that 180-degree. So I would go with the 270. Also, make sure you do not order the 12 to 24 volt one. That all being said, I hope this video helped you. If you like this, go check out the rest of my channel. Thanks for watching.